Why Your Life Will Change Once You Earn $100,000. Charlie Munger. The first $100,000 is painful, but you must do it. Find a way to get your hands on $100,000. I don't care if you have to walk everywhere and live off coupons to achieve it. After that, you can let up a little on the gas. Charlie Munger. Is it the toughest to make the first $100,000? Curious to know more? Now let's get deeper into this. Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. Remember to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon to ensure you get all the updates. Let's start the video. The first $100,000 is the hardest to save or invest since it requires strenuous effort and a steady income, typically from a job. Since you sell your time and effort to an employer at a 1-to-1 rate, you can't use leverage to increase your earnings from working. All of your hard work is for a single payment. No dividends or compounding of gains are available. Therefore, there is no opportunity for passive income. When you have a steady income of $100,000, you may start diversifying it by purchasing investments, cash-generating assets, real estate, and trading methods. The most challenging element of managing your finances is getting your money to work for you, so that you may reap the benefits of capital gains, compounding returns on capitals, dividends, and cash flow from assets. You have other streams of income besides merely trading time for cash. The question is, how can I save my first $100,000? There are specific basic first measures that may be taken when starting with nothing to get your savings and investment account growing. Even though getting a job is the first and most obvious step, most people stop there because they blow through their earnings before moving on. First and foremost, you need to prioritize yourself financially. Put away at least 10% of your income into savings every time you are paid. Expenses can wait. The next step is to work as much overtime as possible at your current employment or to get a second job if that's not an option. Put all your cash towards savings to boost your savings. Withdraw enough money from your 401k to get your company's total matching contribution if it's offered. Count this towards your 10% savings goal. This is an excellent strategy to accelerate your savings and reduce your tax bill by postponing payments until you use the money. Regularly put money into an investment account utilizing an S&P 500 index or exchange-traded fund. In the long run, this can average a 10% return on your initial investment. With this strategy, you can get your money growing and ready to reap the rewards of each bull market. Of course, this is only viable if you can generate sufficient income and maintain a reasonable standard of living. This is only possible if you have a lot of monthly expenses, such as a mortgage or rent payment, a car payment, and a habit of going out every weekend and spending a lot of money. More money coming in and more informed expenditure will get you to the $100,000 mark more quickly. It's a challenging goal to achieve, but reaching the next $100,000 will be a breeze once you do it. It only took me half as long to earn my second $100,000 as my first. Is it reasonable to expect a net worth of $100,000 by age 30? Bank of America found that 16% of millennials had savings of $100,000 or more in 2018, which they classified as those between the ages of 23 and 37. They define people between the ages of 23 and 37. Aim to save at least 1 year's salary by turning 30. Only 1 in 6 millennials have a nest egg over $100,000. You should have saved a year's worth of salary by the time you are 30. If your annual income is $50,000, by the time you turn 30, you should have saved at least that much. All tax-free and non-tax-free trading and investment accounts are included in this total. You should have saved 2 years' worth of income by turning 35. You should have saved 3 times your annual pay by turning 40. It would help if you saved 4 times your annual wage by turning 45. Reaching a 6-figure net worth is an impressive achievement that might be a mental barrier to overcome on the way to more self-assurance in one's saving and investment prowess. The good news is that when you get the benefits of investing your wealth, expanding this sum should be easier than reaching this initial milestone. This is it, everyone. So what do you think? Leave a comment and let us know. Thank you for watching the video. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you still need to. Also, put on the notifications because the following video is going to be a great one.